Hello everyone, welcome to Squirrel Studios. I'm your girl Khadijah, your host. Okay, today we're going to talk about something that we hinted at in the last video. It's going to be great. I watched this TV show called Dating Around. We had a discussion about one of the episodes like 2 or 3 episodes ago. And I'm back to talk to you about another episode. It's juicy. Okay, maybe it's not that juicy. I think it's interesting though. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about how people can sort of be blinded by their own true self in terms of not necessarily being able to see through their goals and dreams because they feel like they're supposed to be doing something that in a way has been or continues to feel as if it's unattainable, or if we do attain it, then it has this sort of stigma. I should be happy. I should feel like more. I should feel, who knows what it is. It's something that we've made up in our mind, that we've concocted. That's what the issue is. That's what we talked about in our last video, and how that sort of a scenario played out in a movie called, what was the name of the movie? That sort of scenario played out in a Netflix movie called Feel the Beat, and we talked about that in our last episode. But today's episode, it's so interesting because what do you know? I was saying in the last video that I think that a lot of us kind of go through these motions of, well, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be doing this, or I feel like maybe my parents have told me, or I came up with this dream on my own. I'm supposed to be doing this, or I'm supposed to marry this person, or I'm supposed to. Who came up with this? Who told you that you were supposed to? Are you telling yourself that? Is society telling you that? Is your community telling you that? And then furthermore, the deeper question is, who do you want to be? You. Who do you want to be? Are you going to live your life for other people, or are you going to live your life for yourself? In order to live your life for yourself, you have to look within, right? So we talked about that in the last video. Interestingly enough, I watched this show called Dating Around on Netflix, where they take these random civilians and they pair them up with 5 other dateable people. The one person goes on the blind date with the 5 people. That person then gets the option to choose one of those 5 people to take on a second date. Only one person can go on the second date. Now, I like the concept of the show. You get to meet 5 new people. It's like, sure, why not? I'm not already married, so let's do this thing. If you haven't seen Dating Around, pause this video real quick and go watch it on Netflix, and then come back and join the chat. In this particular episode with Justin, it's episode 1 of season 2. Yes, episode 1 of season 2. He's a cute Asian guy, cutie. So I've noticed a trend with each episode. They will interview, it's probably friends or family members, loved ones of the main person in question, the person who is dating the 5 people. Okay, in this case, it was Justin. And so they interviewed his friends, family, whomever they interview, and get little insights about them. Like, what type of person do you think he is? What type of dateable person do you think that he should be with? Who should be his life partner, sort of deal? You can kind of tell that they've asked them some semblance of these types of questions based on their answers. Interestingly enough, a few of Justin's loved ones said, man, I really feel like he has this sort of inner turmoil going on where he feels like he's supposed to be with this type of person. But what he actually needs is a person who is quite similar to him. And one young fella said that he should just be, he normally goes for party girls, but what he really needs is just a woman who is sincere and genuine, just as sincere and genuine as he is. How profound is that? And See, this is good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this stuff up. I started watching the episode and I'm like, this is what I was talking about in the last episode. I didn't plan this, you guys. I had already had Dating Around on my list to watch, okay? I feel like all of us in this world, we go through some stuff. We all have inner turmoil, and we have to begin to listen to ourselves. Now, I'm not sure if Justin really listened to his inner self while he was going on the dates with these 5 women. But I did like watching it all play out. I think he enjoyed each of the dates. But that is so cool that his friends, I remember I said in the last video, sometimes the people around you, your loved ones, will be able to see that something's not quite right, that something is a little bit off. You're probably not operating in the element in which you should be operating in. And when I say should, I mean you could be fulfilling your whole potential. Like you could be existing in all of who you are and sort of become this vibrant star. But instead, for whatever reason, you feel like you're supposed to be, like you have to stay so rigid, and that your expectations are locked down to one thing, and you have to reach that one thing, when that is just not the case, my friend. That is not the case. We live, we learn, we grow, and that is a beautiful thing. And you know what? I can make a decision today, and I could think it is the most amazing decision. I can have all my ducks in a row. I can have thought through all the possibilities and the options and why this one is better than the other one and blah, 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 blah. I can have thought about all of those things today. And tomorrow, you know what? I have a brand new opportunity, an opportunity to change my mind. That's a powerful thing. We have choice, everyone. Ooh, little plug for Vampire Diaries. Sorry. Got a little distracted. I love me some Vampire Diaries. Like, Vampire Diaries. Oh my gosh. I should go back and watch Vampire Diaries and do like a little bit on like those episodes. Okay. I digress. We all have the power to change our minds. We can all course correct. We can all choose to be happy. If at any point you feel like this isn't working, I keep looking for this type of guy. So in the TV show, it's about dating. It's about trying to find a loved one to possibly settle down with, get married, all of these types of things. If your end goal is to try to settle down with somebody and you're going on these 5 dates and you got to choose one of them, okay, if you've noticed that you always date party girls and it doesn't work out too well, like you're clashing with them, there's something, you want that person to settle down, but they're not willing to settle down because they're a party girl. Okay, you need to be looking for women with a different temperament, a different personality. It's so interesting. And it sounds easy, but really, it's deeper than that. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to change. We are creatures of habit. Creatures of nature? No, yeah. Creatures of habit. Yes. We are creatures of habit. All of us. Oh my gosh, Heart of Dixie. This is not good that my TV is behind you guys. I get distracted when I see the little, yeah. Okay, so do not be discouraged. If you feel like you've been dating a certain type of person, a certain temperament, date somebody else. Date a person who has a completely different temperament and see how it works out. The originals. Mew. Okay. The help. Oh my gosh, they know me. If you feel like you've been dating a certain type of person, like certain types of temperaments or characteristics or personalities, and it's not working out, like for years, you've tried this for quite some time, try something else. Who said that you had to marry or date or talk to, what have you, that specific temperament, and that was it? That was the only type of girl that you could ever date. You probably told yourself that. Who knows? Maybe you can do some soul searching and figure out where that root originated from. But either way, you have a choice. You do not have to settle. Never, ever, 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 never settle. Never settle. Okay, so thank you again for joining me for just a little snippet, tiny little bit of squirrelness. Thank you for joining, and I hope that you have fun, love life, and build the happiest, strongest relationships. Until next time.